Each year, congenital heart defects are diagnosed in about 40,000 babies, or 1% of the births in the United States. Of those, more than 25% are considered critical, requiring surgery or transplant in the first year of life. Aside from the enormous financial strain, making life-saving decisions in a moment's notice, relocating for care, and having a potential loss of family income can tear a family apart. But for those families in the Inland Empire, there is an organization that is dedicated to assisting pediatric transplant families. I'll be chatting with the founder of this wonderful organization right after this. Stick around.
A Lot of Good is a nonprofit based in Upland, California that partners with different organizations to help them do what they do better by providing families they serve free clothing and other essential needs from the large A Lot of Good thrift store located in Upland. The thrift store is open to the public, and profits from the store as well as merchandise are distributed to our partners throughout the Inland Empire. There are hospital partners such as Loma Linda Medical Center, Kaiser Permanente, San Antonio Regional Hospital, and many more. We have outreach partners such as Childhood Cancer Foundation that receive assistance of clothing and other items to help fill the needs of specific projects of their organization. There are also community partners located in and around the city of Upland that receive monthly assistance, marketing support, and financial donations. We invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram to stay up to date with all of the happenings at A Lot of Good and to meet the people and organizations that are making an impact in our community.
Hello, and welcome to Doing Good in the Community. I'm your host, Yvette Walker. Today I'm joined by Camille Gentry, founder of Little Heart Warriors in Rancho Cucamonga. Hello, Camille. Welcome.
Thank you for having me here today.
So let's start with the basics. When, how, and why did you decide to start Little Heart Warriors?
I started Little Heart Warriors, about 8 years ago, but it originally started, my youngest child, Lauren Hope, was born with a severe congenital heart defect. It's called hypoplastic left heart. And so literally she was born and whisked off into the doctor's care, and that was really isolating. And once we got home, it was just my family. We couldn't go anywhere, and there was no support for us. And so originally I started off with a support group at the hospital, meeting with families just to talk about what was going on, our feelings. And at that time, I was realizing there's a lot of families with financial need, and there was nothing in the Inland Empire to support them, not only with emotional care, but also financial.
Do you have staff or other team members that help you with the operations?
You know what? We are a small nonprofit, but I have 4 amazing women who also have children with congenital heart defects. We met at that meeting and all had a heart to serve heart families.
I want to get back to the scope of the challenges the family of a child with congenital heart defects faces. This is what we've discovered. Each year, approximately 1,300 to 1,500 heart transplants are performed on children 18 years of age or younger. The average cost of a pediatric heart transplant is about $1 million. That does not include travel to and from the hospital, food while away, or lost wages. Once diagnosed, the average wait for a transplant is over 3 months. 47% of all transplants are over 50 miles from the family home, sometimes forcing a relocation. 30% travel 100 miles or more, again, not covered under insurance. After surgery care can exceed $20,000 to $25,000 per year, and that leads to a lifetime of caretaking for the child. Why do you think the public is not more aware of this issue?
To be honest, congenital heart defects, heart awareness is something that is not seen. No one sees a scar you wear a shirt over. There's so much publicity for childhood diabetes or cancer, and this is just one of those things that has been swept under the rug. And there's a ton of families out there that need help. And so that was one of our main goals. Let's get not only financial assistance, but let's get some awareness out there to say that there's these families who are in need.
How is Little Heart Warriors able to help families? What kind of services do you normally provide to them?
We have been blessed by so many of our amazing donors this year and in the past, where we help with financial assistance with co-pays, prescriptions, paying mortgages, car payments, electric bills. Unfortunately, we also have helped many families bury their children because that is actually a huge expense. We've been blessed to help these families not only financially, but also emotionally and spiritually.
I can imagine that when you tell a family you're paying their rent or helping them with gas cards, they get to breathe a sigh of relief.
It's when you're thinking of life and death for your child, like you are literally, I'm just needing this day for my child to live. The last thing on your mind is, how am I going to pay my rent? And it's such a relief, a weight taken off, to be able to do that for them and them just to focus on the care of their child.
Do you have a story of a family that was helped by Little Heart Warriors that stands out to you?
I have many, but one of them that stands out for me is the Puentes family. The mother's name is Perla, and the little girl's name is Aurora. And Aurora had been at Loma Linda cardiac unit for 6 months. And they are a humble family coming from Coachella Valley. The mother is a housekeeper and the father is a migrant farm worker. So they were there for the 6 months and had absolutely no funds. And so we were able to pay for their housing, and it was Christmas time. So not only were we able to pay for their housing, but to give them a Christmas for their other children, full dinner, and just to see the relief. And she's so sweet because she'll call now. And now that they're doing better, they are now actually donating to Little Heart Warriors and helping to provide for other families in need.
Where are you providing support, and how are families referred to you?
We have such an amazing relationship with our social workers at Loma Linda. They give us a call as soon as they know of a family who's unable to pay their rent. We are able to be looked up online, littleheartwarriors.org. We are really trying to get our name out there because I know there's families who aren't saying, I need help, when they do. And so I'm excited for today because I'm hoping we are getting our name out, and so we are able to help other families.
I have a note that says you're also stocking a snack cabinet.
Oh my goodness. So when I was with Lauren in the hospital, she was there off and on for straight 9 months. And God bless Loma Linda that they are Seventh-day Adventists. So they don't believe in caffeine and like fattening snacks. So when you're there, you sometimes just need a candy bar or a can of Coke. And so we decided to provide for the families fun snacks for them. Some coffee, little instant coffee packets and sodas and candy and granola bars, so that you could just grab something familiar to your child that you can't get in the hospital that reminds them of home, like fruit snacks. And that's been a blessing to provide that for a family.
Does the organization get any governmental funding, or is it from individual donations?
We do not get any government funding. It's completely just by sponsorships or, word of mouth and personal donations.
With the COVID situation, it's probably impacted the ability to raise funds right now.
It's been huge. We usually host our yearly run, our Little Heart Warriors 5K in Rancho, and that is our number one fundraiser. And because of COVID, we have not been able to have it for 2 years due to heart families don't want to get together just because of just germs and being around other people. But really, we have not had any fundraising. So another thing that has really been a blessing during COVID is we have absolutely no overhead. It's literally us 4 heart mamas working out of our home, making phone calls, doing all of our own stuff. We don't have rent anywhere. We do not have a salary. So literally any donation, any money that is given to Little Heart Warriors is 100% directed straight to the families.
Are there opportunities for volunteering with Little Heart Warriors?
There is. We are really hoping to do a golf tournament this year. Again, doing our run, which we need a ton of volunteers to help make that, run smoothly. And also there's always so many things that you could volunteer and help out at the hospital.
What is the biggest need for the organization right now?
Our biggest need is donations, and we are really hoping that this year we could get monthly donations, people that are willing to donate monthly to us, a small amount, 5, 10, 15, 25. We're always open to larger amounts too, But we're just really needing to get that revenue in so we can give it back out to the families.
And this can be made online, or does the donor need to call?
It can be made online at www.littleheartwarriors.org, right? That is our website. And we have a donation button, and actually spend some time kind of looking at our different pages that we have on there. You can see a spotlight family. You can actually see some of the kids on there. It's a great website.
Little Heart Warriors is a lot of good community partner. How did that partnership start?
Oh my goodness. So what is amazing about A Lot of Good is originally they were Stephen's Hope. And so since Little Heart Warriors has been around the heart community, Stephen's Hope has actually housed so many heart families, transplant families, families that have needed to be there for a long period of time. So we've always had a just connection with Stephen's Hope, and that's been a blessing now to hear that they've chosen us for a spotlight partner.
With that partnership, Little Heart Warriors will get some financial support and a monthly allotment of gift vouchers for clothing and other goods to be distributed to the families you support. How do you see this making an impact on your families?
I'm so excited because honestly, if you are needing to pay $150 towards prescriptions or buy your child back to school clothes or shoes or anything essential that you need in your home, you're going to pay for the medications. And so I know a lot of these children go without on our basic necessities, and this is just going to be a blessing for each family.
What is the one big takeaway you would like people who see and hear this to remember about Little Heart Warriors?
My hope and goal with this interview and this spotlight partnership is that when people hear Little Heart Warriors, they're going to join in on this battle, that we are battling for hearts and we're battling for families. And so we just want to invite the community into this with us to support this heart community that really needs support.
Thank you so much for being a guest here at Doing Good in the Community. I hope that you have continued success and continue to help families in a very challenging time.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Families that have children that need a heart transplant have a myriad of challenges facing them every day and will have them for the life of their child. Thank goodness there are organizations in our community like Little Heart Warriors that care and support those families. Now is your time to support the organization that supports so many. You heard that they are in need of recurring donors as well as one-time donors. So go to their website at www.littleheartwarriors.org and make a donation or sign up to volunteer. Your support could very easily change a life, maybe even yours. Don't delay, take action now. Another action you should take is to check out the A Lot of Good thrift store at 1980 West Foothill Boulevard in Upland, California, and be sure to visit www.alotofgood.org, the website for the nonprofit partnering with nonprofits and supporting hospitals and individuals in the Inland Empire. You can't make a difference if you don't take action, so do it now. You can find more contact information and social media links to Little Heart Warriors and A Lot of Good in the information below. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm Yvette Walker for Doing Good in the Community with A Lot of Good. Remember, together we do a lot of good. See you soon.